In the Age of Chaos, two factions battled for dominance. The kingdom of Azeroth was a prosperous one. The humans who dwelled there turned the land into a paradise. The Knights of Stormwind and the Clerics of Norsha roamed far and wide, serving the king's people with honor and justice. The well-trained armies of the king maintained lasting peace for many generations. Then came the Orcish Hordes. No one knew where these creatures came from, and none were prepared for the terror that they spawned. Their warriors wielded axe and spear with deadly proficiency, while others rode dark wolves as black as the moonless night. Unimagined were the destructive powers of their evil magics derived from the fires of the underworld. With an ingenious arsenal of weaponry and powerful magic, these two forces collide in a contest of cunning, intellect, and brute strength, with the victor claiming dominance over the whole of Azeroth. Welcome to the world of Warcraft.
I've got a long history with Warcraft. This goes back to me being 8 years old and playing it on my grandpa's computer whenever I was over for a visit. It was something totally different compared to what I was used to playing, things like Sonic the Hedgehog and Street Fighter. This was fantasy real-time strategy. Something about the game and its world just resonated with me, with the human knights and stuff defending their kingdom from the awesome, cool-looking, evil Orcish hordes. To this day, I'm still playing Warcraft games. I played Warcraft 2 and its expansion, Warcraft 3 and its expansion, which is in the running for one of my favorite games of all time, and yes, World of Warcraft. I've actually been playing World of Warcraft lately. The new expansion is pretty cool so far. Check it out. Anyways, I'll make no bones about it. This is where all my fantasy sensibilities came from. I didn't know what Lord of the Rings was, or Warhammer, or Dungeons & Dragons, or any of that stuff. This was my first encounter with fantasy, and little did I know how much Warcraft actually owed to those things for its existence. Originally, Blizzard made a bid to do a Warhammer RTS game, but that deal fell through, so then this happened. But Warcraft also offers its own unique spin on things. Otherwise, how did it get so popular? You can make a debate that more people have heard or know about Warcraft now than Warhammer or Dungeons & Dragons. But you know the deal. You gather resources, build your base, build your army, and proceed to murder evil mongrels or pale dogs indiscriminately by any means necessary. You know, fun. This is a fun RTS game that's aged well in some areas, but in others not so much. For example, you can only select up to 4 units at a time. No hotkeys for groups either. This, along with having to constantly choose each exact action, kind of makes combat clunky, and it can get annoying and frantic at times when you're trying to attack or defend. Base building is cool in this game, and it was always something I enjoyed because your base actually ends up looking like a base or town with the roads or walls you build. This does cause you to get bogged down a little bit when you're trying to figure out where to put your buildings, so this was taken out in Warcraft 2 in favor of just building wherever you want as long as the terrain allowed it. That said, the remaining problems have to do with the campaign and custom games. Campaigns are where the bulk of the single-player experience in RTS games usually lie, right? Well, the campaigns in Warcraft are fun. Well, one of them is anyways. The problem with Warcraft's campaigns in this game is that both human and orc missions are roughly 90% identical in terms of objectives and the scenario that's set up. Take a look at this, I'll show you.
Since we must keep our armies in the field well supplied, you are to build the town into a farming center of no less than 6 farms. Construction of a barracks for defense is also advised.
Construct at least 6 farms so that we may keep our troops well fed and ready to do battle. Only a fool would leave his treasures unguarded, so you must also build a barracks for the defense of these farms.
The king is sending you, along with a small detachment of troops, to rally the people and defend the town against all opposition.
You are to defend our lands from the incursions of these ravenous dogs, by crushing any opposition that you encounter.
You must seek out the orcish outpost of Kairos that lies deep within the swamps of sorrow and destroy it.
You must then prepare and lead a force to destroy Grand Hamlet and all that dwell there. Black Hand will brook no survivors. These humans must be taught a hard lesson in the ways of humility.
There's more, though. You go into a cave to kill Griselda. You go into a cave to kill Medivh. You have to destroy these 2 orc bases. You have to destroy these 2 human bases. You have to destroy Blackrock Spire. Ubers! You have to destroy Stormwind Keep, and so on. With custom games, they can be tricky. You have to look at your army setup and kind of figure out what you want to work with starting out. Normally, it's a good idea to have a few workers and some strong units to defend while you build up. Or you could just give yourself 6 of everything and siege them. If you don't do this, and just go with the default settings, this is usually what'll happen. Okay, let's see here. What? Oh. Okay. Wow. Let's see here. Let's give myself 6 warlocks. Hell yes.
What character you want to be? I want to play the warlock.
Wait a minute. 6 warlocks in 3 groups of 2. Warlocks can summon 6 demons. 6! 6! 6! That's right, the orcs warlocks can summon the strongest unit in the game. Daemons. I'll call them demons. That's one of the key differences in the 2 factions in this game. Their magic users are very different. Clerics have healing and defensive-based spells, while Necrolytes can raise the dead and give people invincibility for a limited time through unholy armor. Tuh, rad. Conjurers can make it rain and summon water elementals, although they're way stronger here than they are in World of Warcraft. Warlocks can create poison clouds and form contracts with Satan.
Satan is his father, not Guy. He came up from hell and begat a son of mortal woman.
Hail Satan!
Hail, Satan!
Satan is his father, and his name is Adrian. He shall overthrow the mighty and lay waste their temples. He shall redeem the despised and wreak vengeance in the name of the burned and the tortured.
Other than that, the units are basically the same. Footmen are grunts, knights are raiders. Archers and spearmen are a little bit different. Archers have more range, it seems, and spearmen can do a little bit more damage, but that's about it. From there, it's just you, the map, your enemy, and your ability to manage all the situations that can spiral out of control. If you like RTS stuff or you're a fan of Warcraft and you want to see where everything started, check it out. If you can look past some of the interface and AI flaws, it's a pretty fun game. Oh, I almost forgot. Spoilers! The Orcs win in this game. Their campaign is canon. So, this ending...
The fall of Blackrock Spire spelled final victory for the forces of Azeroth. With Black Hand slain and their stronghold destroyed, the 2 scattered orcs that remained were quick to bow before your might.
Yeah, that never happened. This is what happened.
With the decimation of the human forces, the sacking of their castle was a simple matter. They offered little resistance once you ran their weak leader through with your warblade and toppled his body into the moat. The taking of Stormwind has kept your warriors in good spirits, and the offerings of gold and jewels that they bring to you are ample tribute to your leadership. Wine flows like blood, and the smell of freshly cooked meat fills you with satisfaction as you begin your victory feast. The countryside is ablaze with bonfires as groups of battle-hardened orcs celebrate the domination of this land with songs of war and victory. You have finally assumed your rightful place as ruler of this realm and as war chief of the Orcish clans. What new conquests will await you in this place? The Shadow Council has begun to bring you information concerning the lands across the Great Sea that are as yet untouched by Orcish rule. The Warlocks also seek your permission to resume their experiments to support their intent being the subjugation of other worlds. With the power you now possess, your choices are limitless, but these are choices for another time.
Hey, if you like this, hit subscribe. I do this for fun, though, not for profit. I don't stick to a schedule. I just, I might have some more videos out later at some point, but, stick around, I guess.